We're done. The fight. You didn't know that? See, usually, like, when I went to school and I wore a school uniform, I would, like, never take that off in the evenings. Like, I would wear that. Sometimes I'd even fall asleep in it. Well, that was mainly primary school. But, like, I was never the sort of person who would come home from school and take off their uniform. Like, I'd do it before I went to bed. And I swear to God, I could not rip that shit off me quicker. And, like, it's literally a t-shirt, to be fair. The trousers, I'm pretty sure she gave me the wrong size trousers because they are way too small. And I was looking around and everyone else, like, their trousers reached their feet. Mine were, like, that far from my shoes. Like, I can't even, like, say how big. Like, it was massive. Like, sometimes they're only that big and it's, like, it's fine. But, like, once, like, that's, like, after I've pulled them down. And then I'd, like, move and then they go up again. And it's, like, I don't know what to do about that. So might just live with it. Like, the day was fine, like, genuinely it was fine. And I went, so I did, like, the training, like, videos, just watched videos for, like, 3 hours, and it was actually really long, and I was getting incredibly bored. But then I was like, I'm literally being paid to do nothing, like, it's fine. Then I finished and I, like, literally rushed to the end because I was like, I can't be doing this anymore. And, like, I wanted to do, like, a good amount of time, like, actually working before the end of the day so that, like, I could get settled into it or whatever. And so I went in to the thing and then I was like, oh, I'm done. And then she was like, okay, you, like, do this. And she was like, and I was just like, take off the plastic, put it in the plastic bin, take off the cardboard or whatever and the paper and put it in the cardboard and paper bin, and then put it over here. So I was like, okay, like, that's kind of fun, kind of funky. And then it was like the person on the other side would hang it up, but then the person on the other side kept, like, leaving, and then it's like I was only told how to do that, so, like, I was so confused. Like, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, so I, like, was only told how to do that, so, like, I didn't know what else to do. It's not like I was, like, given a rundown of, like, the whole stock room and how everything works and, like, how things flow. Like, that didn't happen. So I was just sort of doing that, and then, but yeah, she kept leaving, so it kept piling up on the other side, and I was, like, getting really stressed because I was like, I don't understand. Like, do I keep piling it up or do I, like, put it somewhere else? Like, I don't understand. But nobody was telling me what to do, so I didn't know, so I just ignored. And then some other woman came and she was like, oh, I've done your rota. Oh God, I forgot about that. I've done your rota. So have a look at it. And then it was like, oh yeah. And then she was like, oh, is there any days you can't do them? And I was like, oh yeah, I don't think I can do Boxing Day. And then she was like, oh well, like, we need everyone to work Boxing Day because it's like the sales. And I was like, oh okay. And she was like, I'll think about that later. And I was like, okay. So I don't know what happened there. And then I went back in and she sort of, like, helped a little bit more because she was like, oh yeah, like, this is how you put things on this, like, machine thing, and then, like, you take them out of the elevator and you bring it over here and then you put the machine. So it's like, okay, but it's like that wasn't my job right then, so I'd, like, sort of walked away from that. She was like, oh, just carry on what you're doing. I was like, okay. So I kept doing that, and then I, like, asked, like, the girl I was doing it with, like, a few questions about, like, the things I was confused about. And then I sort of, like, slowed down because it was building up on the other side. And then the woman came over to me and she was like, I know it's your first day, but, like, you need to speed up. And I was like, I'm not being funny. I do not need that right now. So I was like, okay. And then I, like, asked her, I was like, do I just leave it here? Like, it's piling up or whatever. And she was like, yeah. And then, like, if it's, like, there's more you're undoing than she's, like, hanging, then, like, you can help with the hanging. So I was like, okay, should I help with the hanging now? And she was like, yeah. So I go and I help with the hanging, but I don't know how to hang things. Like, I don't have a cover. And, like, considering this was just after she said to, like, hurry the fuck up, then I have to start hanging, and I don't know how to hang things. I think I hung, like, 7 things in, like, 10 minutes. Like, I was really bad at it. and I was just like, there was no clock in that room, and I know I finished at 2 and it was like almost 2 because I started at like 1, like 1:15. So I was like, okay, it's almost over, but like how am I gonna know when it's over? Because the woman said she'd come and she would like get me, like the woman I was with the rest of the time. But I was like, what if she's just left? Like I saw her like 10 minutes ago, what if she just went home? Like I don't fucking know, like there's no clock and I don't want to check my phone because everyone's gonna get angry at me. So I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then anyway, I just like got really bad at hanging things, and then eventually she was like, the woman came back and she was like, okay, let's go. And then she was like telling the other people like, oh, we're leaving now, and then they were like, already? And they seemed like really judgmental, but it's fine. Anyway, and then I left and I went to the toilet in the place, and I just like sat down. I was like, fuck, like why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? And I was like, oh my god. And so I did, I cried, and I was like, okay, this is weird. And then I was like, okay, let's just go home. And then the whole time I was just like on the verge of tears, and I was like, I think we had like one dramatic tear on a train, and I was like, and then I got home and I knew like as soon as I get home I just like, and I did. And tomorrow from 1:30 to 10:30, and I'm like, that's really late. And like there's a lot of like 11 o'clock, and I'm just like, I just think once I have a few days and I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna be fine, but like I'm not okay. Really, well, first of all, I need to edit yesterday's video. It's basically completely edited. I just need to add the bits that happened after I edited it. But yeah, I'm eating pasta, beans, cheese and meatballs. Oh my god, I got meatball, wait. That is good. My iPad is on 9%, so everyone panic, but I'm watching Zoella Vlogmas Day 2. Day 3 will be out soon. Hashtag can't relate. And yeah, I will see you at some point. I don't know what you just saw. I was thinking of redoing it, so they can actually keep it in, but I'm literally fine now, so I just don't really want to think about trying. But yeah. Oh Jesus, kind of aesthetic though. Pardon me, got greasy fingers. Anyway, I can't remember what I said, but I think I just felt a certain way because I hadn't been stressed in a while, and that is something I had realised. I was like, I don't remember the last time I was stressed, and that is so real because I hadn't been stressed in ages. And so when I was stressed, I don't know, I was just like so overwhelmed, and I was just like, it's just like the thought of like, I'm gonna be stressed, like, Jamie, it's like constantly until the end of January, and then what happens at the end of January, like, I'm just, like, it's just a lot, and I can't deal with the stress of like, I'm gonna be stressed, and it's like, there's not actually anything, like, there's no reason why. There's no reason why I'm crying, but I'm just like stressed, and I'm not used to feeling stressed. I had a dream the other night, right, where my brother, like, well, some guy walked up to us, like my whole family in the street. I don't think my mum was there, but my whole family in the street, and then I remember he like held a knife up to my like neck, and I was like, and then my brother for some reason also had a knife on him. I was like, Jesus Christ. And he had it like, well, at first it was in like the back of his drawing bottoms, and then he put it in the back of his t-shirt, but you could like see the outline because he was trying to like, I don't know, intimidate the guy. I don't even know. But then I remember like he put the t-shirt, the knife on his t-shirt, and my finger was there, and then it cut my finger like a little bit, and I was like, ow. And then the past few days I've had a little cut on my finger, and I have no other memory of getting this cut on my finger other than that dream. So are you confused? Because I'm confused. Yeah, I think we're all a little bit confused. Hashtag say no to nice crime. Also, yesterday when I was waiting to go on the Eurostar, there was some woman next to me, and she was American, and then I actually like forgot American. Like, I forgot, you know how like, I don't know, Americans are always obsessed with Paris, and I'm not judging. I'm equally obsessed with Paris. But like when I was younger, I was always like, why are people obsessed with Paris? Like Paris is so boring. And now I'm like, but then I forgot it was like the city of love or something until I was literally there. So I don't know. I hadn't considered that. I wasn't judging throughout the experience, and it was giving love. But I guess it could. I don't know. Anyway, well, I did mention because my dad proposed on Tower Bridge. So then I asked him if, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the equivalent of proposing at Tower Bridge is proposing at the Amsterdam. One is slightly better, I'm not gonna lie, but it's more the equivalent of the Eiffel Tower is Tower Bridge, not the equivalent of Tower Bridge. It's the Tower. Do you know what I mean? And then she was like American, and I was like, oh my god, American. And obviously, like, she was getting the Eurostar, and then I think she was flying home from London. And then, remember, she was on the phone. Yeah, she was on the phone to her friend. So that's how I know all her deets. She was on the phone to her friend with her AirPods in, and I don't even know. I think she celebrated Thanksgiving with some people, and it was a bit of like a last minute thing. I don't even remember. But then here we are. And then, like, a couple minutes later, she's off the phone now. I hear another American voice from behind me, and I'm like, has she moved? Like, what the hell is happening? And it's another, like, blonde American girl that they were both like, see, but I didn't really look at the person behind me, but I know the person next to me was like 40, I'd say, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, definitely not 60, but could be 50, okay. So 30, 40, 50. And she was like American again on the phone with her AirPods. And I was like, oh my god. Like, because when I saw the first woman, I was like, that's so like American stereotype. And then some other American woman does it behind me, and I was like, guys, what is happening? I'm so confused. And what was her backstory? Oh, no, because she had some drama, because she was like, oh, I'll call you back, this person's calling me. And then some other person called her, and then I can't remember what they said, but she was like, I'm trying to help you, I'm literally calling you, like, can't tell me that I'm not doing anything, because I'm literally on call with you, and you're just being toxic, so I'm not gonna call you again, I'm gonna keep being toxic. I was like, oh my god, the drama. Low-key what I felt like I was in some like rom-com, where it was like, they would like zoom in on one person on their call, and it'd be like, and then they'd like, ooh, and then it'd be like this person in the background is also a person with a very interesting life, and they're on the phone, and then they're like, I don't know, twins or something, almost twins. So that's my truth. I wanted to film about that then, but obviously I wasn't gonna start yapping about it in front of these women. So there's pizza downstairs, but I'm so not hungry. Don't even know why. I had a bite and I was just like, oh, it's a no for me. I was thinking, because I'm like, I'm not hungry, like, I can't eat, like, I don't have an appetite. So I was like, am I on Ozempic? And nobody told me. And then I was like thinking about muffins, because I was watching a video and they were talking about muffins. And I wasn't even like, I was like, nah, I won't want to eat a muffin right now. What do you mean? What do you mean I would want to eat a muffin? Anyway, but now I feel ill and I'm like, well, what if I'm just hungry? So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to eat anything, but I'm also starving. I just brushed my teeth and I was like scraping my tongue, but then I was like, oh my god, it feels like there's a hair at the back of my throat. And so I just started gagging profusely. And I thought I was going to throw up, and I was like, oh my god, and like, I didn't know how to stop it because I can still feel it there. I'm like, I don't know. My eyes are really watery. And there's so much like saliva being produced in my mouth. I thought I was going to die. I had cereal, but I had it next to the fruit bowl, so I was just smelling like banana, which made me feel a bit. Anyway, I think I'm just going to end up leaving early because I don't like it here. I'm not doing anything interesting, and I don't want to be late. So, yeah. See you at 10:30 or whatever. Okay, I'm still here. I'm about to leave. If this doesn't go well today, I probably won't be okay. If it goes well, I think I'll be fine. But fingers crossed. We are really early, but our time is late. And still, I'm yet to use the staff toilets. Okay, I'm home, finally. I've been right. At like 4 o'clock yesterday, I went to post day 3. And I kid you not, it's still only 25% loaded. So that's actually not my fault. It's because I have no Wi-Fi in my bedroom. Okay. I was just next to, like, when I was downstairs, I checked on it. It was like 4 minutes remaining, but like, I was coming upstairs. I wasn't gonna let my feet hurt so bad. So I was like, do I leave my phone downstairs? I was like, I don't know. But I'm not bothering, so I'm just gonna let it thrive and then I'll just continue doing whatever. I'm gonna mix day 4 and 5. Because yesterday's just can't be its own video and neither can today's, to be honest. Because I like the idea of just having like really short videos, like even if it was only like 2 or 3 minutes, but I can't post a video of me just crying the whole time. Anyway, but yeah, today was long, like, well, while I was doing it, when I got to like lunch, I was like, this is insane, like, what do you mean? I still have 5 hours left. But now it's over, I'm like, okay, I did that. Do you know what I mean? When I think about things, like, when I think about when I first arrived there, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that was so long ago. And the idea of doing the same thing again tomorrow, like the exact same thing, and then the same thing again on Sunday, it's like slightly like, Jesus fucking Christ, how am I going to do this? But it's fine. I think also what I realised is quite similar to like running. Like when I'm running, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like what do you mean? I'm not even halfway through and that makes me want to quit. But at the end of the day, even though finishing isn't that rewarding, but it really never is anyway, like in running, you do finish and you're like, wow, I did that and I can do it again. Do you know what I mean? So, point is, I'm not gonna panic about it, and I'm also kind of just like annoyed that like yesterday I had the whole afternoon off and all I did was cry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I should have, like, and also that's like the reason I was so exhausted today is because crying is really exhausting. So if I had just chilled and like done nothing, then I would have been thriving. I need to plug my phone in, by the way. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow or whenever anything can fucking post. I didn't win the Thomas Day colouring competition. So I'm gonna show you mine. I think it was really good. The person who won just like made it into a Christmas tree. And I thought it was gonna be fan voted, but I didn't see any voting anywhere, so I think maybe his team just decided, but I think I deserve to win, honestly. I'm just saying, mine was really good. The winner gets like a special role in the server, which, to be fair, I don't know what I would have done with that. Like, please don't give me a role in your server, but I would have felt cool, but it's fine.